Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm in my T110E5, and yes, this is replay mode, so I apologize. I just got into this bad habit before I go to work. I wake up, I get ready for work, and then I just have like an hour to a half-hour window to play, and usually I'm rushed, so I don't record it. And then when I got Redshire 1944 on my E5, and I was short-handed on my flank on the 9 line, I was like, this just feels like it's going to be a good game and I should record it, but I didn't. So enough about that story. Sorry to put you to sleep at the beginning, but let's proceed. 1944 Redshire in my E5. Now when you come to the 9-0 line on 1944 variant, the south definitely can just sit in like D9, work that ridge line, and keep you spotted as the tank destroyer sitting on the cap, get shots in you without being able to spot them. And then Artie can get some nice fire in here too. So just be careful when you're pushing off of here. You're pushing into a wide open fire zone. I really don't recommend it, to be honest, but I do recommend is at least spot to see what you're going to be fighting. And then as we come over, there's a T30 sitting here, and I take this pretty high and I'm not detected, so that just tells me that this T30 doesn't really have any cover fire. And now the T30 is looking at me, so I'm targeted. And someone else from the other side of the map could be looking at me as well. So I'm just going to duck down, duck back behind the ridge. Hopefully this is enough ridge line to prevent Artie. The T30 looks away from me, so I come over the ridge, get a shot into him. Get another shot into him. Now he's a one shot. My medium tank misses him, but I'm going to have time here to aim my gun, get a shot into him, bounce his shot off the front plate. Alright, so we do have a scout spotting that field, and you can see, as I thought, there really isn't anything back there. However, now our Sheridan just dies, so where I wanted to help the Sheridan maybe find some shots, I don't really have any good shots. The 13105 was driving in between houses. I threw a shell at him hoping to hit him, but I missed. And now I do not want to proceed into that field, knowing that there's tanks back there waiting for us. So what I do want to do is work my way back to the B line, cross over there, and give my team support down like the 4 or 5 line. In my E5, I definitely don't like to be long range with this thing. The accuracy isn't that great, but the DPM is awesome. So if you can get close range, keep everything in front of you, and just keep this gun firing, that's when the E5 is at its best. Alright, so I do another thing that I don't recommend. Don't drive out into the 890 field in the south, and also don't drive across the middle of the map if you're a heavy tank. However, I felt the urgency to get across here to create a crossfire because their team is starting to push back up the 890, and since I essentially left that spot, the only way for me to really help it is to create a crossfire and support them from this side. And I could sit in the middle in like E7 and try to get a crossfire, but it's just not as effective as over here. Now hopefully the guys in E5 will help me if anything comes over my right side here. We got an E50M and a Badger down there, and I have the Badger tracked right now, and I'm just going to continually retrack him. Somebody is hitting him, so as long as I keep him tracked, somebody's going to keep hitting his side there. And that time I actually do pen his lower plate, or through his drive wheel, I can't remember. And he starts to turn away, and I retrack him once more. Unfortunately, the Badger takes my bat chat. We get loaded, and I don't pen him there. I don't remember if I even hit his track. But the Badger gets taken out by my T62A. So see, it is 5-6. Both Arties are still alive. come over, get a nice shot into the scout as he's driving away. And then the Borsig gets taken out by my version 4. And we've swung this back to a 7v7. Now, by no means did I think we were going to lose or throw the game, but after leaving my position, they started to push my position. So that's why I guess amped up what I needed to do. Get a shot into that scout. My T-62A is able to ram him. Unfortunately, the Indian Panzer comes over and takes him out. Now, this is where I like to be in my E5, up close and personal. So they take my track off. Get a shot into the Yazi. Indian Panzer hits my lower plate. This thing reloads so fast. I get my shell before the Yazi can do anything to me, and I shut him down. Now we're 9-9, and we are kind of spread out. So we have like 5-line coverage, and probably stronger in the south. And then they're going to be compressed on the 1-2-3 line here. Now they still have arty, so I got to be aware of that. And our scout just goes all in on the Indian Panzer. The medium's pushing the K line, which is perfect because I imagine arty's down there. So if we can get rid of arty, moving around this map will be uncomfortable. Unfortunately, the Indian Panzer shuts down our 1390 and their Batchat shuts down our prototype. So there's only 4 of us left, and our arty's kind of in a predicament now. Being an A4, it's going to be tough for him to get out of there. All right, so we slowly proceed up the 4 line here. Alright, so our medium tank found their arty, and our 430U shuts them down. And now I'm just going to poke this ridge and see if I'm spotted. I shouldn't say spotted because I don't have 6th sense. See if I'm detected, targeted, and I am targeted. And the Batchat gets a nice shot into my lower plate, and then he hits me again. And I can't spot the Batchat, which is concerning, but I have an E100 in front of me, and I just have to deal with him at this point. He is a 1-shot, and I had him tracked there. He gets his track fixed, but once again, the E5 loads fast and gets the job done, shuts that guy down. Now, there was a medium tank working around behind me, the Indian Panzer, and you can see on the map he's going up the 4 line. Now, if you're not paying attention to your mini map, you're not going to recognize this, but as we're shooting at the Batchat, the version 4 and the 430U is coming up behind us, the best play I'm thinking for the Indian Panzer is to come wrap around and use the ridge line to get side shots into us. Now, he can't one-shot me, so I'm not... Okay, never mind, he can one-shot me. The mouse gets a nice shot into me. And at this point, now my sense of urgency ramps up a little bit. The version 4 pushes forward, and I don't think that's a good play, not until our 430U engages the Batchat. But he does have a lot of armor, so I don't have that tank. Maybe he knows something I don't. And just as expected, that Indian Panzer tried to make a play to get in behind me, and I shut him down. Now I'm feeling pretty comfortable, but it's still a mouse, and the mouse can bounce a lot. The Batchat is a lethal weapon. If he gets his gun going, well, we spot him, and our 430U just put him on 30 hit points and then rams him to shut him down. So at this point, it feels like pretty much just wrap up. 3v1, mouse in the middle of a field. He's not going to fare too well. Pack the heat in, get a shot into his lower plate. Get a cheek shot there. And then the version 4 shuts him down, just as expected. I don't know why, I just felt like this was going to be a really good game for me in the E5. This tank gets a lot of hate, especially since the Copola's been nerfed, but I absolutely love this thing. Just call me weird. I love the firepower that this thing packs. The frontal armor is trolly and gets 5600 damage, 6 kills. Nice result in the T110 E5. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.